Note, this video is purely satire and is in no way meant to insult either of these writers. I actually like the stories of some of the games they've written, and just wanted to make a cringy parody version of Force's plot. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Hey guys, it's FleokoGem, and welcome to another video. This is the start of a brand new series of videos that I probably should have done much earlier, but oh well. This is basically What If Sonic Forces, where I make a bunch of what if possibilities for Sonic Forces, and first up we've got what if Pontac and Graff wrote Sonic Forces. So with that being said, let's get into it. The game Sonic Forces opens up on Dr. Eggman making a speech about how he has been humiliated by Sonic for so long, and that every time he almost gets close to building Eggman Land, he's foiled. But this time he'll be ready when he has a brand new power. We then move into Sonic, who is in Green Hill Zone. He's there commenting about how the place just looks so familiar, but he doesn't really recognize it because of all the sand. But he elects to call it Sand Hill since it's got hills and sands, and he forgets that there already is an area called Sand Hill in the world. Oops. But Tails calls him back, saying that the city is looking pretty lit and that Sonic should join the party. So he does, and there he finds Eggman's new squad of bad guys with him. Shadow, Zavok, Chaos, and Metal Sonic. All of them are there, and then Infinite appears. Eggman then explains that this is his new creation, Infinite, and that with it he's going to take over the world. But to do that first, he needs to take out Sonic. Eggman also announces that he's decided to give in and change his name to Baldy Nosehair, and that the Eggman Empire is now the Baldy Nosehair Battalion. So, the battle begins. And by battle, I don't mean this. I don't even mean this. But I'm talking about this. A rap battle takes place between Sonic and the 5 villains, and we've heard your cries to make Tails more useful, so because of this, Tails is rap battling with him. Infinite and the villains are looking pretty good in the rap battle. They're rapping Infinite's theme, and it's great. Of course, Zavok comes in with the tallest of mountain, and Chaos comes in with the roughest of waves, and Metal comes in with the toughest of terrors. Shadow is there with the darkest of days. But Sonic and Tails are even better, doing a custom and totally not cringy rap version of It Doesn't Matter that totally won't get those Adventure 3 fanatics to make rant videos on the internet. Just as Sonic and Tails are about to take it home and clean up these losers, Tails ends up messing up a verse, and with that, Sonic is defeated. Yeah. With that, the world is destroyed by the Baldy Nosehair Battalion. We then open up on the Resistance, which is just Knuckles and Amy and a plethora of OCs, including Cold Steel the Hedgehog and Sonichu. They talk about the fateful day where Sonic was defeated in a rap battle, and Knuckles complains that Sonic should have invited him to be in the rap battle, and not Tails, because of his smash hit album, Emerald Adventure 1, and its sequel album, Emerald Adventure 2. He also mentions how he'll never make an Emerald Adventure 3 album because people just expect the beats to be too sick, and he's just one echidna who can only do so much. But that's besides the point, because there's a fresh recruit here to join them. With that, they receive information that Sonic is alive! And so they get a shuttle in the chemical plant to go and save him. You play through Chemical Plant and Death Egg, and it's fun. You have a good time. But in between, we return to Tails, who is moping around Sunset Heights, saying how everything bites now that Sonic is gone. But suddenly, Chaos appears and tries to take him out, only for Tails to be saved by Classic Sonic, who just appears out of a portal just like usual. And the rest is pretty much the same. We then get a scene with Zavok and Sonic in the prison. But now, Sonic has been tortured by having a Phantom Ruby clone of Baldy Nosehair read him poorly written Son Eggman smut fanfiction for 6 months, and because of that, he's changed. He low-key has an actual crush on Baldy Nosehair because of Stockholm, but that's besides the point. Sonic is now an edgelord due to the requests of fans, and because of that, Roger Craig Smith has been asked to use his Batman voice for Sonic. For example, I'm Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. So he's being a total edgelord while Zavok is talking about killing Sonic, but then Zavok sets him free. So during the boss fight, instead of throwing hands with Zavok, Sonic pulls out a Glock and shoots Zavok in the head. But don't worry kids, it's safe because when his corpse falls to the ground, it vanishes. Sonic is now angry and decides to wreak havoc in the Death Egg for his escape. So there's lots of Michael Bay explosions to cater to the Edge fans, and he's showing us what true speed really is. Sonic then runs into the OC, and together they leave the Death Egg. Everyone is happy that Sonic is back, and of course, Sonic is super edgy and angry and asks what the first thing he could do to stop Robotnik is. And yes, Robotnik, because remember, Sonic is now edgy now, and we can't have him calling him Baldy Nosehair or Eggman, so Robotnik it is. Knuckles says that there's a facility in Green Hill that needs destroying. Sonic admits that the name sounds awfully familiar, but he really doesn't remember it. Knuckles then says he could take the rookie with them to learn a thing or two. So of course...
Sonic, you take the lead. Rookie, and just make sure you take good notes.
And Sonic says, "You better not slow me down." So they go to Arsenal Pyramid and they blow up some nukes for some serious Michael Bay explosions. It's great. Then it's revealed that Baldy Nosehair is spreading bombs like confetti and they have to do something! Sonic is quick to the rescue in Luminous Force, and it's great. Of course, with the snake, Sonic doesn't just come out of the snake's mouth. Oh no, he bursts out of his stomach in a very animated way, with lots of blood and guts to make sure it's extra edgy for the fans. In the forest, Infinite and Silver fight for the first time, and Sonic makes his reunion with Infinite. Now, of course, they have an ultra-serious conversation for ultra-seriousness, and then it's back to the second rap battle. Sonic manages to beat him, and Infinite decides he's not worth slaying, and swears that they'll rap battle again soon. Sonic pulls out his Glock again and tries to fire it at Infinite as he flies away, but misses. Of course, Sonic says damn because he missed. Then we're back at Green Hill Zone with Tails and Classic Sonic. Tails talks about how he's never been to this place before and all of that jazz before they run into Baldy Nosehair at the end. They watch him talk to Infinite, and it's revealed to them that Sonic is alive! Classic Sonic then tries to attack Baldy Nosehair, and it pretty much goes the same. Eggman says that he'll destroy the world in 3 days, and of course Tails says that that bites. But then, Baldy Nosehair attacks Sunset Heights again, and it's up to the Avatar to save the place. Then we've got Casino Forest and Aqua Road. It goes roughly the same, but the slides in Aqua Road have been removed, and instead there are snakes that you have to shoot down with your realistic gun in order for them to make the way down. It's super cool. Sonic and Tails reunite, but you have to remember, Sonic is edgy, and edgy men with masculine energy don't give hugs, so instead he gives Tails a fist bump. And of course there's a mini explosion when they do. When Sonic sees Classic Sonic, he does not make the Generations hug. No, instead he gives a 20-minute monologue about how he's proud of his younger self has managed to return to them thanks to the sands of time as they reach the brink of destruction. He's proud of Classic Sonic for taking care of his younger brother and all of that. And no, you cannot skip cutscenes. Sorry. Everyone cries because it's so deep and beautiful and how they're so proud of Sonic for becoming so mature. Tails then tells them about Baldy Nosehair's plan to destroy the world in 3 days, and Sonic says it's time for them to get to work. So with that, Sonic runs out to Sunset Heights and decides to take on the army of Death Egg robots with lots of edge and destruction. It's so cool and edgy. But speaking of cool and edgy, that's when Shadow shows up, and Sonic pulls out his Glock to kill him. But just as the bullet is about to go into his skull, we hear Shadow shout, "Chaos Control!" And that's when the real Shadow comes out and pulls out some serious Dragon Ball moves on the clone that knocks him all over the place before he finally kicks him back into place so that the bullet can kill the clone. But don't worry kids, it's safe because the clone fades away into nothing. Shadow then explains to Sonic how that was a fake. We then have Capital City with Operation Big Wave, only this time, instead of Long Boys, it's Perfect Chaos. But you run into Infinite, and that's also exactly the same. Afterwards, Sonic and Tails head to Chemical Plant, and Tails notes how the pink water makes him nervous and that it's giving him some serious deja vu. But they hack into the computer and learn of the Phantom Ruby and its power to make anyone the most powerful rapper of all time. And cause illusions or whatever, but rapping is more important. Metal Sonic then appears in the city, and Sonic and the custom character go out to stop him. Sonic and the custom character share a moment on the bridge where Sonic admits that the custom character has got some serious chops, and gives him an exploding fist bump. Then there's more work to do when the custom character goes to Guardian Rock to distract Baldy Nosehair's forces. Sonic makes an exploding edge run into Chemical Plant and hacks into the mother computer to blow up the Death Egg. Yep, there's no classic Death Egg level, Sonic just blows it up just like that. He has an edgy one-liner when he does it too, like, "Prepare to be scrambled." We've then got Metropolitan Highway, where Sonic is making an edgy explosion run into the city and it's cool. There he meets up with Baldy Nosehair. Sonic calls him Dr. Robotnik because, you know, they've got to be serious now. But Baldy Nosehair insists that he's Baldy Nosehair now. But the conversation is a distraction because he uses it to suck Sonic and your avatar into null space. But of course they get out a literal second later and meet up with Baldy Nosehair again. Sonic tries to shoot Robotnik, but fails and instead hits Orbot and Cubot, effectively killing them and removing them from the franchise forever to satisfy the edgelords. But it's okay that he escapes because the Resistance takes back Metropolis. The game wraps up in the final zone, and that is the Baldy Nosehair Battalion zone. Of course, we fight Infinite there, and they defeat him with the combined strength of your custom gun and Sonic's Glock. Infinite has an hour-long monologue about his life and death and how he should have known better, he should have been stronger, and all of that. But it's over, and with that, he vanishes. Then you destroy everything only for Baldy Nosehair to come out in his Mega Death Egg robot. Then you kill him. With that, the Resistance has their final 2-hour monologue within the base, only for the Avatar to go outside and have their final words with Sonic. Sonic is impressed with our skill and says that we're cool now. He then invites us to Hooters to share a beer with him, and we agree, running into the nearest Hooters in Sunset Heights. And with that, the game ends. Sonic Forces! I hope you enjoyed my little cringy Forces video. Did it make you laugh, or was this video a mistake? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe or follow my social media at Tumblr, Twitter, and Discord, all linked below. With all of that being said, this has been the Lyoko Gem, a warpin' out.